Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to make selections using three different tools on the toolbar. The first tool that we're going to talk about is this one, which is the Marquee Tool. You could change it into a rectangle, a circle, a single row, or a single column. So whichever one that it calls for. I don't really need one of these because I'm not interested in just doing a circle necessarily. But if you wanted to fit your selection into a circle, like if you're, working on the Teletubbies set or something, that might be appropriate. So since I don't necessarily want to use that, I'm going to Control D to deselect. And then I'm going to show you the Lasso tool. The Lasso tool it just takes a little bit of practice. You could try all of them. I prefer the magnetic lasso tool if I am going to use it, and because it allows my hand to rest a little bit and it gives the computer a little bit of work to do as well. So since I'm using it, I'm going to use it to my advantage. And so as you can see, I'm clicking for all these different plot points, and the computer is kind of picking up the visual information that and it's anticipating what it is that I would like to select. So it's not totally specific, but it can be fairly close, it can be fairly convenient, and it really just matters what your ultimate preference is. So there's that, and the selection tool that I prefer is actually the quick selection tool. So once again, I'm going to Control D to deselect. Oops, I think I need to be clicked on my layer. Control D, there we go. And go ahead to the quick selection tool. You can try out the magic wand too. I prefer quick selection. So here we go with the plus, and here you can see this is just like one click and I just moved my mouse around. And so my hands are free now, like I'm not like tied down to the mouse, kind of like I am with the lasso tool. But here, then I'm just going to keep on coming around, and yes, that's going to happen. And sometimes it'll happen more than you like, and it'll end up going, let's see if I can get it. Oh, nope, I knew that was going to happen. So it goes all the way around. But this is a really nice tool as well, where you just kind of go in to the negative and just push that selection forward. I push it closer and it just kind of automatically reads that information. So it's actually kind of nice. So now that I've got my selection, this is the important part, especially when you want flawless interaction between images. You want to do something called feathering on the edge. And so here, if I go to select, since I'm working with selections, I'm going to modify my selection, and I'm going to select feather. Here, I can select the feather radius, which is pretty much counting the number of pixels around your selection. So it will actually take the information from the original picture, but also kind of soften that edge so it doesn't look so harsh and it's not just like cut and paste like an obvious Photoshop. That's how people who work with Photoshop create things that look so flawless. So I'm actually going to just select 5. I think a number between 1 and 10 works fairly regularly or fairly good, depending on what it is that you want to do. I'm going to just go ahead and go with 5. Press OK. And then I'm going to Control C to copy and bring it over to my collage where I want it. And I'm going to Control V to paste. So I'll blow this up a little bit so that you can see what it looks like. Remember to constrain the proportions. You hold down that Shift key so that it stays about the same. And I'm just going to kind of lock it into place, double click so that it clears up. And here, it looks pretty good. It almost looks like she's actually there, because notice that the light is coming from this side. So it's hitting her on this side, and you can also tell in the other picture that the light is on the side of my kite person, and because his shadow is over here. So you always want to take a look at light direction. You want to look at feathering your objects just so like you can increase that sense of reality.